Attraction isn't about flashy displays or grand gestures. It's about the quiet, everyday habits that create a magnetic presence. These habits don't seek attention, yet they are so powerful that they naturally draw people in. They are subtle but deeply impactful. The first habit is self-awareness. When you truly understand yourself and what you stand for, it becomes evident. You don't have to constantly announce it. It is reflected in the way you live. The most attractive people are often those who feel no need to convince anyone of their value. Then there is confidence. Not the kind that demands attention, but the kind that quietly radiates from someone who knows their worth and doesn't rely on others to validate it. Confidence is silent and influential. It's not about being the loudest in a room, but about being at peace with who you are. Another key habit is active listening. Being present when someone speaks, making them feel heard, is an incredibly attractive quality. The ability to offer undivided attention without distractions or interruptions shows deep respect and understanding. This naturally draws people in, as they sense your genuine interest in what they have to say. Another important habit is humility. It may seem counterintuitive, but those who are humble without being self-deprecating possess a natural magnetism. Humility isn't about downplaying achievements, but about recognizing that there's no need to always be in the spotlight. Letting actions speak louder than words creates an effortless appeal. Then there's patience. Those who are patient exude a sense of calm that others are naturally drawn to. They don't rush through life or force immediate outcomes. Instead, they trust the process, allowing things to unfold at their own pace. This patience makes them more approachable and fosters a sense of security that others find attractive. Kindness is another trait that enhances attraction, but it's not about grand gestures meant to impress. It's about the small, everyday acts of consideration, understanding, and generosity without expecting anything in return. When kindness is genuine and natural, people are drawn to that warmth. Another crucial habit is consistency. When your actions, values, and words align consistently, it builds trust and reliability. People naturally gravitate toward those they can depend on. Even in the small, everyday moments, consistency cultivates a quiet confidence that others notice, often without realizing it. Personal growth also plays a significant role in attraction. Being someone who continuously evolves and improves is inspiring and appealing. People are drawn to those who strive for betterment, as it reflects a deep inner drive that motivates others. Emotional intelligence is another key component. Those who manage their emotions well, stay composed under pressure, and navigate social interactions with understanding become naturally attractive. Their emotional maturity allows them to connect deeply with others without unnecessary drama or conflict. Gratitude is another silent but powerful habit. People who regularly express gratitude radiate positivity. They focus on the good in their lives and appreciate the small things. This outlook not only enhances their own well-being, but also makes them more magnetic, as positivity is inherently attractive. Boundaries also contribute to attraction. Knowing how to set and maintain healthy boundaries earns the respect of others. It demonstrates self-value, which naturally draws people toward you. Attraction isn't about how you look or what you say. It's about who you are at a deeper level. The habits you cultivate shape the energy you bring into a room. It's not the loudest or most extravagant actions that make someone attractive, but the quiet, consistent habits that form a foundation of genuine magnetism. When these habits are embraced, attraction becomes effortless. It's no longer about seeking to impress, but simply about being yourself. Attraction isn't solely about physical appearance. It's about the energy you carry. Presence, posture, and nonverbal communication play an essential role. We often overlook the power of silent gestures, but the way we present ourselves speaks volumes. It's not about fashion trends or the latest hairstyle. It's about mental and emotional presence. Think about the people you are naturally drawn to. They might not be conventionally attractive, yet something about them is captivating. They walk into a room and everything shifts. It's their energy, their presence, They don't need to try, they just are, and that is precisely what makes them so magnetic. This energy doesn't come from external factors, but from within. It's built on self-awareness, confidence, and authenticity. These qualities, though intangible, exert a strong pull on those around them. To cultivate this presence, one must understand the connection between mind, body, and spirit. Body language, facial expressions, and posture reflect our inner state. When we are comfortable in our own skin, it shows. Standing tall with confidence, even without speaking, makes an impression. There is an undeniable magnetism to someone who carries themselves well, not in an arrogant way, but in a manner that signals self-assurance and authenticity. The way we move and hold ourselves signals whether we are open, approachable, and ready to connect. Imagine someone entering a room with slumped shoulders, avoiding eye contact. Their posture conveys uncertainty and discomfort. Now picture someone who enters with their head high, shoulders back, making natural eye contact. They exude ease and confidence. Now, this doesn't mean they are flawless. It means they are comfortable with themselves. Posture is a reflection of our mental state. Confidence aligns the body naturally, signaling readiness to engage with the world. Insecurity, on the other hand, causes people to shrink inward, closing themselves off. People are drawn to those who don't diminish themselves, but instead expand their energy and take up space in a way that invites connection. The energy we bring into a room is closely tied to the energy we maintain within ourselves. Internal struggles with negativity or self-doubt inevitably reflect outwardly in our interactions. Shifting our internal narrative transforms the way we present ourselves. When we believe in our own worth, we carry ourselves differently, and others notice. This subtle transformation makes us more approachable, engaging, and magnetic. Silent attraction isn't limited to formal settings. It plays out in everyday life. Whether walking into a cafe, meeting a friend, or simply passing by someone on the street, your energy speaks before you do. These non-verbal cues often leave the strongest impressions. It's in the way you smile, the way you make people feel acknowledged, or the openness in your posture that truly draws others in. The beauty of these habits is that they don't require effort in the traditional sense. Creativity comes naturally when you focus on being your most authentic self. Authenticity is the most powerful magnet of all. When you stop pretending, when you let go of the need for approval, you become free. And that freedom is attractive. People sense when someone is comfortable in their own skin, when they no longer seek validation, and this quality is universally appealing. This kind of attraction isn't exclusive to a select few. It's a habit that anyone can develop. It starts with intention, being mindful of how you show up in the world, how you present yourself, and how you manage your thoughts and emotions. Practicing these habits, standing tall, making eye contact, listening attentively, and showing kindness, naturally amplifies your magnetism. There is a quiet power in being someone who doesn't need to try too hard. The most captivating individuals aren't striving to impress. They are simply being themselves. This is the essence of true attractiveness. The ability to be present without needing external validation. Confidence isn't about superficial traits or possessions, but about knowing your worth at your core. When you embrace this mindset, you can enter any space with ease. You exude a calm assurance that reflects your inner strength. Attraction isn't just about appearance. It's about the presence you cultivate and the way you carry yourself through life. It's about embracing who you are, standing tall in your truth, and being unapologetically. When you nurture these silent yet powerful habits, you'll discover that attraction happens effortlessly, because it's no longer about impressing others, but simply about being yourself. The energy you bring into a space speaks volumes, and people will be naturally drawn to you, not because of your appearance, but because of the depth of who you are. True magnetism is about being rooted in your own truth. It's about having the confidence to embrace your uniqueness without looking for approval or admiration. It's about showing up in the world as your authentic self, without any pretense and allowing your inner light to shine. When you develop this level of self-awareness and confidence, you not only attract others, but also create a ripple effect that inspires them to step into their own power, embracing their own authenticity and self-confidence. In this way, true magnetism becomes a force that uplifts and connects, making the world a more vibrant and meaningful place for everyone involved. People are naturally drawn to those who are at ease with themselves, without the need for constant validation from others. There is a unique and undeniable magnetism in individuals who radiate an inner confidence that isn't based on external approval. It's the quiet strength that comes from understanding who you are and being secure enough to present your true self, regardless of what others may think. Do you know, in a world that often fosters comparison and self-doubt, those who remain steadfast in their authenticity become a source of inspiration and a beacon of self-acceptance. At the core of this magnetic quality is the absence of the need for validation. Validation is the approval or acknowledgement we often seek from others to confirm our worth. But those who are truly at ease with themselves no longer need this external affirmation. They have already given themselves permission to be who they are. This doesn't mean they don't appreciate feedback or recognition. Rather, it signifies that their self-worth isn't dependent on someone else's opinion. This internal security allows them to be at peace with themselves, which in turn attracts others who are drawn to that same sense of tranquility and confidence. It's essential to understand that the desire for validation often stems from a place of insecurity. When we are uncertain about who we are or what we have to offer, we look outside ourselves for confirmation. We seek likes, comments, applause, or approval from others to fill the gaps in our self-esteem. However, this can become an endless cycle. No amount of external validation will ever be enough if we do not first cultivate an internal sense of worth. The key to truly being comfortable in our own skin lies in looking inward and recognizing our inherent value, regardless of how others may perceive us. When someone is genuinely secure in themselves, they carry an aura of ease that naturally attracts others. There is a warmth in their presence, a quiet confidence that speaks louder than words. This isn't arrogance or boastfulness, but rather a calm assurance that they do not need to seek approval or compare themselves to others. They are simply content with who they are, and this contentment is infectious. It invites others to let go of their own insecurities and embrace their true selves as well. The beauty of being comfortable in your own skin is that it frees you from the pressure of measuring up to societal standards or meeting the expectations of others. You no longer feel the need to fit into a mold or pretend to be someone you're not. You accept yourself completely, flaws, quirks, and all, and in doing so, you liberate yourself from the constraints of judgment. The people around you are drawn to this sense of freedom. They are inspired by your authenticity and the courage it takes to be unapologetically yourself. This authentic way of being has a ripple effect. When you are at ease with who you are, you create a safe space for others to do the same. People feel less pressure to conform or meet external standards because your presence signals that it's okay to be themselves. The comfort you have with yourself becomes a silent invitation for others to explore and accept their own identities. In this way, being secure in your own skin becomes an act of service, fostering a sense of acceptance and belonging among those around you. There is profound power in self-acceptance. When you fully accept yourself, you stop seeking external validation and start trusting in your own judgment. You become your own biggest advocate. This self-reliance doesn't lead to isolation, but rather empowers you to build deeper, more meaningful relationships. You no longer rely on others to define your self-worth. And as a result, you approach relationships from a place of wholeness, where both parties bring value to the connection. Being comfortable in your own skin also means embracing vulnerability. True self-acceptance isn't about striving for perfection or concealing flaws. It's about acknowledging and embracing them. It's about showing up as you are without fear of judgment or rejection. This vulnerability is a powerful form of strength because it demonstrates that you are unafraid to be seen in your truest form. It is this courage to be vulnerable that attracts others, as it fosters an environment of trust and authenticity. When you no longer seek validation from others, you are also freed from the burden of constantly trying to please everyone. This doesn't mean you become selfish or disregard others' feelings. Rather, it allows you to focus on what truly matters to you. You align your actions and choices with your values, rather than the expectations of others. This sense of alignment and purpose is magnetic. It radiates clarity and intention. People are drawn to those who are clear about their purpose and who act with integrity, knowing they are staying true to their values. Being comfortable in your own skin enables you to handle criticism and setbacks with grace. When you are not dependent on external validation, you become less affected by negative feedback or the opinions of others. You understand that criticism is merely a reflection of someone else's perspective and does not define your worth. This resilience allows you to navigate life's challenges with composure and confidence, further reinforcing the magnetism that comes with self-assurance. And as you continue to embrace your authentic self, you'll find that you attract people who resonate with your energy. Those drawn to you will be the ones who appreciate your honesty, your vulnerability, and your ability to remain true to who you are. This fosters deep connections and mutual respect, as both parties understand the value of authenticity. When we stop seeking validation from others, we open ourselves up to relationships that are built on genuine connection and shared values. So, being comfortable in your own skin is about living a life of freedom. Freedom from the need to please, from the need to compare, and from the need to seek approval. When you accept yourself as you are, you become a source of quiet confidence in a world that often demands conformity. People are naturally drawn to those who have the courage to embrace their true selves, and in doing so, you create a ripple effect that encourages others to do the same. In a world that constantly pressures us to be someone we are not, being comfortable in our own skin is the ultimate form of rebellion. One rooted in authenticity, self-love, and the power of simply being. Silent attractiveness isn't about trying to impress others. It's about deeply understanding your own worth. In a world that often values external appearances and superficial success, it's easy to overlook the deeper, lasting qualities that truly draw people in. True magnetism isn't about grand displays or gaining approval. It originates from within. It stems from a profound, unwavering understanding of your own intrinsic value and a quiet confidence that radiates outward. When you recognize your worth, you no longer need to seek validation from external sources. This inner security becomes the foundation of an unshakable presence that effortlessly draws people to you. These may seem like small acts, but they leave a deeper impact. These actions show that you are aware of the needs of others, and this attentiveness builds a silent connection. People are drawn to this kind of care because it makes them feel valued, reminding them that their needs are important and that they are seen beyond just the surface. Another essential aspect of small actions is that they help develop inner peace and self-respect. When you consistently practice kindness, generosity, or discipline, you reinforce your sense of self-worth. These actions remind you that you are capable, reliable, and someone who follows through on commitments. This self-respect naturally radiates outward, creating a quiet confidence that attracts others. People are drawn to those who carry themselves with dignity, are at ease with who they are, and do not seek external validation to feel good about themselves. This silent confidence is incredibly appealing. Small actions also have the ability to create momentum. When you take even a small step toward your goals or values, you send a message to yourself and the world that you are dedicated to growth and self-improvement. Over time, these small efforts add up, leading to progress and a sense of achievement. This progress, though gradual, is attractive because it signals to others that you are someone who is continuously evolving and committed to personal development. The power of small actions lies in how they reflect your true character. They reveal the values that guide your life, and people are naturally drawn to those whose values align with their own. For example, if you consistently show kindness, others will recognize that you prioritize compassion. If you demonstrate integrity in all situations, people will see that honesty and accountability matter to you. These actions say a lot about who you are, and over time they build a strong reputation that attracts like-minded individuals. People admire those who live by their principles, those who don't just talk about their values, but embody them through their actions. This kind of authenticity is compelling because it provides a sense of clarity and consistency in a world that can often feel unpredictable. And so we combine that depth with people love what they do. In relationships, these small actions matter even more. It's easy to believe that grand gestures or impressive displays of affection are the key to lasting attraction. While such moments can be meaningful, it's the small, everyday actions that truly form the foundation of a strong relationship. It's about how you listen attentively when someone speaks, how you offer support during difficult times, and how you consistently show up for them. It's that these everyday actions build trust and create a deep emotional connection. People are drawn to those who are reliable, thoughtful, and present in the little moments. One of the most powerful aspects of these small actions is that they often go unnoticed by the person you are impacting. The beauty of these behaviors is that they don't need recognition to be meaningful. You don't do them for praise or attention. You do them because they reflect who you are. This creates a space of genuine connection where people feel comfortable being themselves without the pressure of meeting expectations. This relaxed and authentic environment is deeply attractive because it makes others feel safe and valued just as they are. Small actions, when repeated over time, build trust, reinforce self-respect, and create a quiet confidence that draws others in. They reveal your character and values, showing the world that you are someone dependable, kind, and authentic. Over time, these small actions shape the foundation of meaningful relationships, both in personal and professional life. People are naturally drawn to those who show up consistently with integrity, sincerity, and care. It is these subtle yet powerful behaviors that create a presence that lingers long after an interaction has ended. When you make small, positive actions a regular part of your daily routine, you cultivate an energy that naturally attracts people toward you. True attractiveness stems from personal integrity, being authentic, and fostering real connections with others. In a world that often prioritizes superficial traits, it's easy to overlook the qualities that create deep and lasting attraction. While physical appearance, status, and charm might capture attention for a moment, it is integrity, authenticity, and the ability to form meaningful relationships that create lasting and undeniable attraction. These qualities not only make a person appealing, but also hold a power that resonates far beyond the surface. True attractiveness isn't something you can fake. It emerges naturally when you live in alignment with your values, stay true to yourself, and cultivate relationships based on trust and mutual respect. At the core of true attractiveness is personal integrity. Integrity forms the foundation of everything else. It is the commitment to honesty and strong moral principles that shape how you interact with others. When you have integrity, people trust you because they know your actions align with your words. You don't manipulate or deceive others for personal gain, and you remain true to your commitments. Being genuine is another pillar of true attractiveness. Genuine people don't wear a mask or pretend to be someone they are not. They accept themselves, including their flaws and imperfections, and are at peace with who they are. This authenticity is magnetic because it offers reassurance to those around them. People are naturally drawn to those who are real because it creates a sense of safety and trust. When you are genuine, you are free from the burden of maintaining an image or living up to external expectations. You simply show up as yourself, and that honesty becomes a powerful form of attraction. When you listen with genuine interest, offer support without expecting anything in return, and give your time and attention freely, you show that you care about people for who they are rather than for what they can offer you. Creating authentic connections requires vulnerability and emotional intelligence. It means being open, sharing your thoughts, and allowing others to do the same. When you are emotionally present, it fosters deep intimacy that draws people closer. It's important to recognize that true attractiveness isn't about seeking attention or trying to make people like you. When you live with integrity and authenticity, attraction happens naturally. You don't need to force relationships or manipulate people's perceptions of you. Instead, you focus on becoming the best version of yourself, someone who is rooted in their values, sincere in their interactions, and committed to forming meaningful connections. This authenticity is what truly draws people in. True attractiveness grows when you prioritize meaningful connections over superficial ones. While it may be easy to gain attention through social media or casual encounters, these relationships often lack depth. Genuine connections take time and effort, but are far more rewarding. When you invest in deeper relationships, they provide fulfillment and strengthen your sense of self-worth. This inner contentment makes you more attractive because people are naturally drawn to those who radiate confidence and inner peace. Living with integrity, being genuine, and fostering authentic connections also cultivates self-love. When you stay true to your values, you develop inner fulfillment that does not rely on external approval. This inner security forms the foundation of your attractiveness, reflecting in your actions and energy. People are naturally drawn to those who are secure in themselves, who don't see constant validation, and who live with purpose and direction. This quiet confidence creates a magnetic presence that others are drawn to.